Cheers, my friend. Welcome.
Cheers.
So, the first question I want to start with is how tall do you think you are in scrambled eggs?
In scrambled eggs?
Yeah, in scrambled
in
eggs.
like numbers of eggs?
Yeah, it's a slightly interpretive question.
Yeah. I guess I'm now thinking like it depends on like how well you're cooking them.
Yeah.
If you're like, you know those horrible foamy eggs that you get in like a breakfast buffet in a travel
Oh,
lodge or something?
yeah.
That, probably not that many, maybe 20.
Yeah.
But like, when you do it nicely, you know, sort of slop it. I like a raw scrambled egg.
Oh, yeah.
That would be like hundreds, wouldn't it?
It would be, but what are you thinking? Are you thinking like a cylinder upwards, or are you thinking like a
pile?
If you were to put a number on it, what?
I think I'm gonna go. The first thing I thought was like a pile, so I'll go for that.
Yeah.
I guess it would be like 300. Because you'd have to really like build up the pile to make it,
but I just
gain the height.
And then the next thing I was going to go on to is the fact that we're here because this is your local pub.
It is, yeah.
The
Adam and Eve in Homerton.
Yeah, I thought it'd be. I thought it would just be a nice idea to like have a pint somewhere comfortable because like you see all of these like you see a chicken shop there and all of these like all these different concepts and I was like where would somebody feel like the most comfortable?
Yeah, well, I come here. I might be here already. Like.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I come here a lot. It's the £4 happy hour.
It's
a real drag.
Yeah, and also kind of ironic with your music. Is it Uptight? The line that says £7 for a pint. It's a rip off.
Yeah,
and
I'm not paying £7.
Yeah, I know. But like that, because that song came out what like over a year ago now.
Yeah, it was like I guess January of 2024. Yeah.
Yeah, and that was a slightly like higher end probably of prices of pints. But £7 kind of normal now.
Yeah, well, yeah. That was a sort of exaggeration.
But it's not now.
You say as the joke. But yeah, that is normal.
Yeah.
Because I just got back from a festival and it's like, £8. What was it? A truck festival.
Yeah, I know.
How much was that? Like £8.10?
Yeah. Like £8.40 and it wasn't even a pint.
Yeah.
I know.
I did actually ask. I hate to be the person. I asked someone to fill it up a bit more.
I also thought it was a little bit, not ironic, the wrong word. Funny that we're in a pub because like pub culture and like going to pubs is very English and your music is very much about like England and I don't actually know if there's a song particularly about like pub culture.
It's funny you say that. We've actually got it will be our next single.
No way.
I can't.
Cool.
I don't know when will this come out.
Probably in the next few weeks, I reckon.
It might be nearly out. Yeah, it's a song called "Meet Me in the Flat Roof."
Oh yeah.
Which is about our love of cheap pubs.
Like the Adam and Eve.
I wouldn't say this is a flat roof. Like there's a few pubs in Hackney, like proper old school boozers, which are like we drink at this one called the Globe in Hackney Central. Yeah. So 5 minutes down the road, and it's literally like £3 a pint.
No
crazy.
Way.
And they're always showing like the horse races and stuff.
Are they bad pints?
No.
Really?
It's actually not bad. And like I feel like people are quite snotty. The song's about like that sort of snottiness that people have towards like those sort of pubs and like how they're actually great.
Yeah, no, they're fantastic. But I don't really get how they still exist. When you've got most places charging £6-7.
Yeah, it's crazy.
How do they actually like even exist and how they do it?
Yeah.
But is it a positive song or is it like most music?
It's a bit like it's like self-critical. It's making fun of yourself for sort of like as like someone who's come to London. Moved into this area as like a gentrifying presence, and sort of like talking about how you love being in this like flat roof pub, but like your whole presence there is probably going to make it so it doesn't exist in the future. It's all about that dichotomy, but we actually love it.
yeah.
So
but I also think that's like a beauty of pubs and just like being able to share and other people being there and like just enjoying yourself really.
Yeah, it's great. Great karaoke as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But how classy do you need to be for the karaoke?
We're doing karaoke there too much. Quite often, like the guy who runs the karaoke in there, like just like he leaves, he goes outside for a fag or whatever, and he just queues you up like 5 songs. You can do 5 songs. Compared, I went to like a normal like gentrified pub, in also in Hackney, but they were doing karaoke, and the queue, like the sign up list was like 40 long.
What does Home count as a pretty good band, pretty good vocals? What are you singing? What are you singing on karaoke?
I think, what did I do last week? I did JLS Beat Again, which went down very well actually. It was my first time debuting Beat Again.
Oh yeah.
It was good because you can do the dance, you know.
Oh yeah.
I usually do Toxic.
Oh,
Britney.
Toxic is quite fast, quite hard. Though,
Yeah.
no?
I quite often have to like pass the mic to Lois to do like the high pitch. Like, yeah. Me and Lois do karaoke. We were doing karaoke together last week.
I love that so much, and I wonder if people in that pub know. Oh yeah, it's a pretty decent band. They're actually pretty good at singing.
I'm not sure. I think at that time in the night we're not that good.
Yeah,
I'm singing very out of. It's not like the range I'd probably write songs in. You know?
Yeah.
I'm no like Marvin from JLS.
To me, I'd absolutely love to see it, and I'm sure it'd go down quite well on your socials if there was.
We did think about for this next single that will come out. We were thinking about like putting something on in the pub and like maybe like a karaoke thing. What was the other thing? Someone once had this is actually not karaoke, but someone once, a friend of ours in a band called Bull. Do you know Bull?
Oh, I don't know Bull. No,
they're great.
Okay.
Their bass player Tom, had this idea that we should create, you know, those dance mats.
Yeah.
Or just like buy one and somehow like mod it so it only does home county songs and have that like in the corner of the gig.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that just be like the best?
That'd be so awesome. Firstly, very expensive. Secondly, very difficult.
Well, his idea, his original idea was like, we'll sell it as merch. It's like, how many of these are we gonna get made?
But I think you could like home counties is a little bit silly. Like I think it's part of like your vibe and part of like the kind of music you make.
Yeah, it's definitely not we're not that serious.
Yeah, so I think selling that kind of stuff would do really well.
Because there's some bands which are like very serious and social. You get like the Fontaineses and stuff.
Oh,
do you know what I mean?
So serious, yeah.
But like it works really well.
Oh, it does.
It's really cool because they're a very serious and sincere band.
They are.
That doesn't really work for us because we're like not
not
very
funny.
sincere.
Yeah.
You can tell we don't take it as seriously as other bands. Maybe.
But I think it all just comes down to authenticity. Like Fontaines do well being serious because they are authentically serious. Post counties, home counties, post counties. Sorry.
That's gonna be my side project. I was going to leave.
That'd be so good. But home counties is silly, so being silly kind of like suits it quite well because it also links really well into music. Because that, funnily enough, that was actually my next question: is how have you like your music? It is pretty smart and pretty clever. Like I'm not naturally I'm not a lyric listener person. I hear sounds, and if I want to listen to lyrics, I have to like spend my time listening to them. On the train here, I like really took my time to like I read some of the lyrics and I went through them. Some of them are like pretty smart, like pretty well articulated.
It's been I do spend a lot of time on lyrics. I do enjoy writing lyrics.
I would hope so. I would hope so.
Yeah, it's weird. I like spending time to write lyrics which are like sort of funny.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like they don't sound like that funny immediately. It's not like they're really like that really silly surface level, but like they're not like my deepest fears and stuff. Really, particularly they're more or less like comments on stuff. And quite often it's just trying to be a bit funny.
But how have you ended up with this narrative and stuff? Because like a lot of the music does obviously just focus on like the complexities and intricacies of how like weird British culture is, because it is weird.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about your music is that it does kind of like point this stuff out. Did you like when you first formed, were you like, oh, this is what I'm going to write about, or were you journaling or like writing and then like stuff that you think about? Like how do you end up writing like pretty interesting, funny observations? Like how does that?
I think it went from before Home Counties, I was in it was sort of the guys from Home Counties basically, nearly.
What was it called?
Hayes.
Yeah.
But we were very much like I wrote from like a very like very political, like very left wing, just like like fuck the Tories, basically.
And I respect
which
it.
is still what I think.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's sort of I felt grew tired of it. It's not that as interesting just to be like like advertently singing about like macroeconomics.
Yeah.
So and like it was trying to like as we came into Home Counties, I wanted something that was a bit more like human.
Yeah.
Because if the lyrics I really connect to as a listener.
Yeah.
Like songs that are like personal, like to people.
Yeah.
And I don't. But I don't. Then again, I've never written like a love song or anything. I've never written that sort of thing. So it's like humanizing like my interest in like social critique or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's talking about like those sort of funny, sort of smaller parts of British culture which are funny or like quirky.
And it's more relatable, it's more accessible. Because if you are speaking about like macroeconomics and you're just speaking about like politics, particularly at the moment, like I know a decent amount, but not a huge amount. But even like some of the bits that I know about is going to bore the next person immediately.
Yeah, it just like it works for some bands, but then some bands it felt a bit. I always felt a bit like preachy.
Yeah,
if you know what I mean. And it's like it's not a nice as a listener to just be like preached at.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's more like trying to find like the connections, like, which we share in common.
Do you like England, or like is a lot of this frustrations, or is it just observations? So that's quite a big question. Do you like England?
No, it's a good question. Yeah, it's sort of, there's some songs where it's like it is a critique, but I do have a definite fondness for like certain parts of English culture.
like pubs. Yeah. And the music.
Yeah,
really
I'm not a fan
stands
of like wealth ownership.
Yeah.
It's a tricky one. Yeah, I did. My girlfriend's Welsh.
Yeah.
So she hates England. So I think I am like increasingly like conditioned by that sort of like anti-English cultural mindset.
Yeah.
So I've been at Green Man all weekend, so just like the most beautiful place in the UK.
Yeah.
But, it's an interesting one. It's hard to know like how much you're. I guess like the song "Meet Me in the Flat Roof" is a perfect example. It's like
I'm excited.
It's sort of a critique about like annoying gentrified people, like ruining places, which I'm part of, basically.
Yeah.
But also, it's like a celebration of like a certain strand of English culture.
And I guess that's like quite a beautiful part. I guess about your music, like you might be pointing out negatives within it, but then you can also see both sides of it. Because like nothing's straightforward, nothing's like, and that's probably what's quite nice about this approach you've now taken with Home Counties versus with Hayes.
Well, that's the thing. Like, there's a few songs in the new record which sort of like there's moments of like devil's advocate, sort of. It's like more like outlining a conversation of like within like culture rather than being like this is the side and like this is the view I'm taking. It's more just like explore. We got a song called "When in Rome" off the new record.
I love the same "When in Rome" so much.
That's probably one of the more like actual political ones. It's about like the riots last year.
Oh,
so that's
cool.
That's like a quite serious number.
Yeah.
But, it also sounds really serious. It's probably like the most serious thing we've made.
Wow, what? But "When in Rome" is quite a comical title.
Yeah, well, it's still like I still
a little bit funny. A little bit.
I can't help myself.
Yeah.
Like, how is it being from my point of view, is a pretty successful band? That's a lot of people. You make really good music. That's got a really, really cool album, but you still are just living a pretty normal life.
Yeah.
Like where, like, how is that line? Like,
I feel like we definitely haven't got to a point where it feels like job quitty or like, do you know what I mean? It's like, it's not anywhere near that level. I feel like you have to, especially these days, I think it was quite different, like in from the 60s to the 2000s, like when people could like claim Dole and like pursue music and like make it a thing and like afford to be skinned for a bit.
Yeah.
It's like you can't actually do that now.
Particularly in London.
You're completely fucked. Like, you can't just pay at least pay like nearly £1,000 in rent. You can't just like be dossing about.
Yeah.
So, and that's why it's become a lot more middle class as an industry. But
I definitely.
Yeah, I think in terms of I guess because we all do work full time, and it's like very much, it's a hobby.
Yeah.
When we go on tour, it's great.
I can imagine.
Annual leave, like you finish the tour and you're like, this is my whole fucking purpose in life.
Yeah.
And it's amazing and you feel great.
That's so nice.
But then you go back to work for a few weeks and you're like, and it sinks back down to you, you're just like, it sounds depressing, but it's nice. It's like, and like it is nice to have that as your hobby, and that's what I do outside of work. And it's,
okay.
It's not like I'm like desperate to quit my job and like go.
Yeah.
It's like this is an enjoyable level of I get to go see different towns and cities around the country all the time with my mates.
Yeah, that is. Does it ever? Because it is. Because I looked at your tour schedule for like this new album. It's quite intense. Like it's pretty back to back to back.
Yeah.
Is that not like quite hard? Because a lot of people when they want to go on holiday, they'll book 2 weeks off. They'll go to Greece and they'll sit on the beach the entire time.
Oh yeah, you don't come back from tour like oh wow, so zen.
Yeah.
You're like completely broken. But that's good. Like I'd rather that.
Yeah.
Use your time at work to recover rather than
Yeah. That makes sense.
Because obviously most bands, there's a lead singer. The lead singer sings the lyrics. Whereas like there's arguably 3 lead singers.
yeah.
So how do you do that? Are you like, oh, Barnes, I think you'd be really good for this. I think Lewis, you'd be really good for that, because you find such this like really like silky caramel mix between you and Lewis, which is what I love. Like it is an uptime, right, where the chorus is like line for line.
I guess a lot of it comes from like lyrical stuff. It's like what would like writing lyrics. It's like it's nice to utilize different voices to shape narrative.
Yeah.
Like in a way, like quite often on songs, like me and Lewis will have sort of like different characters within it. So even though it might be written from like my perspective or whatever, it's like Lois's bit can be like, oh, on this day I'm thinking different, like slightly differently.
Yeah.
Or it's like it's nice to have that sort of conversational thing, and also like different like gendered takes on stuff, which is
really
nice.
Yeah.
It's quite often we just like sing the same thing, but that also works. Like it's like a power thing.
Yeah.
But especially on the new album, there's a lot of songs which have a lot more of that interplay and like singing line for line. And like more intentionally than ever before.
So how do you think you've come to finding such a distinct sound?
I don't know. I don't think it's been like necessarily like seeking distinctiveness. I think it's probably just like the amalgamation. Like we started without Lewis in the band.
Yeah.
And we were very much like making sort of post-punky, like guitar music, with a bit of electronics. And then like I feel like the electronics just like took over.
Yeah.
And then like Lois joined, and like she's got like a voice you don't hear a lot in our style of music.
Yeah. Which is why it stands out so well.
Yeah, well, it's like, I think that's probably what makes it sound a bit more distinct.
Yeah.
It's like it's just like a setup which you don't usually have.
It's a very cool time to speak to you because you're about to come out with this second album. How is it feeling like coming out with the singles at the moment? Like,
it's been great. It's like
because the reception in Spain was good.
It was very good.
The YouTube video did really well.
Yeah,
really well, which is cool.
It's been great, and it's like especially live, those new songs have felt as good as the other songs, really.
Yeah, Spain went off at Truck.
Yeah, and even like Humdrum, which has been out like 2 weeks or something. There was people like in the front row singing along, and it's it's so gratifying.
Yeah, that is
really
nice.
Yeah, it seems to have been. Yeah, we've chosen the singles quite like different sides of the album, so it's nice to see like as we go through the different singles, like different responses to each one. It seems to be, it's gone down well so far. Yeah, it's been good.
And is there like an intention behind the new album? Like, was there like we want to evolve the sound, we want to make certain statements? Like, was there kind of like a thought process going into the new album? Was it just like we're just gonna make music we like?
Yeah, no, it wasn't like the first record was. It felt so like this is the concept. This is what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
And like I guess with the first album, you're more like driven by that desire to like make the statement. Yeah. This album feels more like our lives haven't changed at all since the first one, except for being a bit older. It's not like it's not a huge change in that way. Yeah. It's not like a reinvention or anything. But it is like we definitely wanted to like refine our sound more. A lot of the music I was getting, like listening to and enjoying more, was a bit more stripped back. Yeah. So I feel like we've been a lot sparse with arrangements. So it's like Spain, for example. Yeah. On the choruses, it just drops to bass and drum, like synth bass and drums.
Yeah, which works really well.
And it's like I guess we've got more into like dance music from like doing DJ sets and stuff.
With your music, with like the dance side of it, do you like? Because I remember speaking to you about a Truck. How do you like find that nice balance? Because I think that's kind of where guitar music's going a little bit, like using that dance influence. Is it hard to have the dance stuff, or is it like, or does it kind of just come naturally?
It's sort of like we used to write like in a practice room.
Yeah.
Like, we just stood around playing guitars and like, so naturally the drum beat, like we'd all be like, it's sort of more like guitar based. Whatever. Since our like second EP, we write around a laptop basically, and it's like it starts as dance music and then becomes not.
Okay.
So like a song like Spain was like a 909 drum machine and like that bass.
Yeah.
And like the demo, if you listen to the demos for this new record, it just sounds like it's just like really basic dance music with bare bones.
Yeah.
And then it's more like we add the guitars and like the vocals, and then it becomes everything. So the dance is like, it's sort of like the core, rather than the other way. It's not like we're incorporating dance elements later.
Yeah. But you wouldn't expect that, because your music I would describe as guitar music.
Yeah, it totally is.
So interesting.
But it's just like that's the way like we get there.
Where do you think this lands home counties, and what do you think like the future is, and like are you excited, like how you feel about it for it to come out?
I'm very excited for it to come out.
Yeah.
I really like the new record's got some great songs on, which I think will go down really well live.
Yeah.
And it would be nice to just have it as like part of the home counties canon, you know.
Yeah. And being able to play it.
Yeah. We're definitely we still need to learn how to play a lot of it.
Oh really?
Yeah. It's just one of those things where you spend loads of time in the studio, and like, especially it's the way we write, like not being in the practice room. It's like a lot of it we come to like learning how to play, and we're like, that's actually really fucking hard to play. We don't try and write like.
I mean, is Spain relatively hard to play?
Yeah, Spain's really
yeah,
hard
I
to
can
play.
imagine, particularly the last bit.